My name is Bill Walters, and I'm the CFO of Crossroads Diversified Services. We're a not-for-profit that works with people with disabilities and people with challenges and obstacles to employment. We find jobs in the private sector, and we create our own positions within our company through janitorial, landscaping, and floor refinishing. The gaming of the system, I hate to use that term, but that's what was happening with some injured workers, was wide open, and if they got the right attorney and sometimes a physician that specialized in work comp claims could drag the claim on for a long time, and the amount of the award would increase. We had an issue of a worker, an administrative person, that it took 3 years to settle because it just kept going on, the visits to the doctor and psychiatric visits, that type of thing like that. So somewhere along the line, this had to be changed and controlled because it was making businesses not competitive. People from outside the state could come in here and compete and bid against you. And so there had to be reforms somewhere along the line. And thanks to Governor Schwarzenegger, that happened. The year after reforms, our premiums dropped, I think it was about $129,000. Now, obviously, that translates into the ability for us to continue to hire people and to continue to grow the company, expand the company. We saw employees returning to work sooner rather than pursue what they thought might be a large settlement, and we encouraged that by giving them modified duty to return to work and until they were recovered fully to resume their job, full-time job. I would say the $129,000 would easily allow us to hire 4 new employees. There's a couple court cases pending. Appellant attorneys apparently wanted to become almost subjective, where they could bring in anybody they wanted and determine the nature and the length and the severity of the injury, which is wide open to interpretation. And so this can balloon claims, awards. We could see rates go back up again. That's my concern. From the moment the reforms were enacted by the governor, they were immediately being attacked by claimant attorneys. And so this is not going to stop or go away because it's, if you will, kind of a industry, unfortunately. You know, we in the business community do not want accidents at all. It should be zero tolerance because accidents are not good for business. They're disruptive. You lose a skilled employee. Everybody's very cognizant of the fact that good safety practices, and the companies I know practice it religiously. But things will happen. But we don't want the accidents to get blown out of proportion, okay? We want to be fair to the injured employee as well as the employer. You know, we have a crisis right now in the state, and the business community is hurting, and that's rippling over to state, federal, city, county governments. They know that well, and it's all about job creation right now. So work comp and its cost has an impact on job creation. And so anything to make the system fair to employer and employee will go a long ways to make the state healthy.